Get close everybody, because today we'll continue to play Danganronpa Lockdown. Where were we? Let's see. Been writing down your book during my downtime here. Downtime. Keeps my head on straight, it helps to ground me. Though I get back to the one making characters very similar to some people here. If Zeke saw he'd kill me. His reputation should feel bad though. Why did it not be yeah, we've read this before. I opened the door too.
Shinku!
Shin, good job, you're awake. Was getting worried you did something drastic. Yeah, okay, calm down, Draco, it's all okay.
Huh?
Did I sleep in? Yeah, everyone's already in the canteen. I tried knocking earlier, but you didn't answer. Figured you wanted some space after yesterday. And then Laurie said someone should go check on you just in case, and I got worried, and... Just glad you're okay, man, you're okay. Good morning to you too, sorry, I just really struggled to sleep last night. I ended up crashing out pretty late. I think so, at least. I can't really remember. Right, good morning. I completely forgot. Sorry, man. There's all been scrambled. It's hard to decide which hostage to vote now. It's getting pretty tense. You can imagine it was already a lot yesterday. When you start getting dogpiled, it's hard to say anything without seeming like you're being difficult. Yeah, I'm just glad they ruled out of my mom, for now. I don't know what I'm going to do if we get to the point she has to be voted. But no need to think about that now. I don't need to worry about that for a while. Yeah, we should probably make sure we're still there for the vote, though. Right, sorry. I just needed a few minutes out of that room. Those guys, but phew, it's a lot right now. Now I get it, we can walk there slowly then. But what about the others? We'll just tell them it took a bit to get ready. Alright, let's try not to keep them waiting too long, though. We slowly made our way to the canteen. It was clear Dracul was starting to get more nervous about these votes. I felt less nervous about the whole thing now. I didn't really have anything to lose until the votes circled around again. But I knew how Dracul was feeling. Maybe he could do with some immense soothing masks. We entered the room and already tensions were high, but at least Takiko had made French toast, which softened the blow a little bit. We made our way to the canteen. When we entered, there was already a good amount of bickering going on. Seems these decisions were getting harder day by day. Oopsie. Hey guys, Shingo's alive and what? We seem to be entirely ignored. They seem focused on the conversation at hand.
I would advise you didn't.
We're all going to have to make a sacrifice here eventually. I know it's hard, but that is the reality of the situation. Well, maybe we wouldn't be here. Wait, did he whisper something? Was he saying something? Well, maybe we wouldn't be here if you buckled down and stayed true to your promise of busting us out of here. I am still trying. You just have to understand it's going to take a bit. I apologize, but I don't want to do anything reckless and risk more lives.
Really now, kid?
I respect that, but the more time you spend fucking about, the more younger hostages' lives are at risk. I assure you I'm going as fast as I can.
Is that all?
Once again, I'm completely fine if you want to go with my hostage.
Boy, stop that!
Once again, we're not ruining his life any further. Well, then it's up to you, Takiko, Maiko, and Zeke to volunteer.
We need to do a second take.
I don't think anyone's going to volunteer, especially after those of us who didn't get any sort of compensation for it.
Whatever.
Okay, what are the facts here? We've got Zeke's hostage, who Alora decided is the most valuable to society because he sat through 8 years of medical school, so let's hold off on him for a bit. Then there's Takiko's hostage, who probably works for a minimum wage, so not exactly primed to make a full recovery. And then 2 incredibly rich, famous people. How are we ever going to decide? This is so hard. Come on, give him a break. Alright, so which rich bitch is it? Well, I am biased because I am a member of the Opinion Armada.
Sorry?
Oh, it's what our fans call themselves. The Opinion Armada is dedicated, I'll tell you that. So many UEITA tags, even after she lost the title. More of a Manny K fan myself, but I can definitely see Yui's appeal. Dude, you should have seen her join the original game's trial. That was awesome. We can't vote based on who our favorite celebrity is. Hey, let me get to the point. Yui had her title revoked a few years ago. Her career is starting to fizzle out. If our main concern with voting famous people is that their consequence would be very public and ruin their careers, at least Yui is past her prime, so it wouldn't have as big of an effect. Models typically have until their 30s, idols only will stay relevant until they're 25. But she's special. I believe in her to be an idol for the rest of her life. But when they get older, isn't it best for idols to change their image anyway? A scandal could be just what she needs to kickstart a rebrand. Show a new side of her. Don't do that. She should be grateful. Not all stars can benefit from a scandal. But I like the current side of her a whole lot. Maybe she's ready to move on too. Besides, she's a musician. People are still gonna listen to her music regardless of if controversy happens. If it's good music in the first place, that is. It is. Mello, I know this is hard, but it was gonna happen eventually. Don't you think? I'm sure she'll understand. Well, if we're all in agreement. So, are we ready? Mononoke once again appeared from nowhere. Damn it, why am I still shocked by it? Yes, I think we're ready to vote. Hold on, listen to me please, just this once. We can't vote Yui out. Why? Because Yui is more than just a simple pop idol.
Yui is a light in the darkness for so many.
Yep, and one of the best trials ever in the original game.
She isn't your typical idol. Along the way, she's faced countless amounts of adversity. For one, she's half Thai. Do you know how hard it is for anyone who's not fully Japanese to become famous back there?
You have to be incredibly attractive. I think there was this one Korean idol who's actually Thai. I think, he's from Thailand. And the scouts were like, holy fucking shit, isn't he handsome? Let's recruit him and all that. I forgot his name though.
Everyone told her that she couldn't do it. And they told her that her looks, her voice, all of it was all wrong. But she knew it wasn't. And she pushed her way to the top through raw talent and skill. Yui has always pushed boundaries. Because of her, countless Thai and other mixed girls back in Japan felt like they could be themselves.
So you're saying she is that talented? Huh.
Like they were pretty. Like they deserved to be seen.
I think being able to work hard and, what do you call that? Being locked in is a talent in of itself.
And now, she's continuing her mission to push what an idol is. She's trying to break the standard of idols just being younger, showing the beauty and strength of maturity.
If Yui became a streamer, she'd be drowning in riches by now.
She wants to show, no matter what, you can always sing and say exactly what you want to say. If it wasn't for Yui, I wouldn't be alive right now. So please, even if you hate me, please spare her. I don't want anything bad happening to someone as wonderful as her. A world without Yui would be a far less kind world. Don't do this for me. Do this for every lonely, ostracized girl in Japan.
And that's like how many people? Melo, that was so touching. Thank you for speaking from your heart. You can't seriously be falling for this. What, are you in love with her or something? That's just female friendship, fool. You wouldn't get it. Women could just be closer with each other. Does she really mean that much to you, Mai? She's my best friend. Words can't describe how much everything she does blows me away. When I listen to her music, when I see her smile, when I get to hang out with her, I feel like I'm going to burst with adoration. I never would have considered an idol could have such an impact. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I've been here for like 10 minutes. Are we going to vote for the idol bitch or not? I don't have until Christmas. Oh shit, I forgot about Christmas. It was a few days ago. Damn it. We were gonna have a Christmas special stream and everything. Wait, Christmas was a few days ago? Wow, what a great way to show that such time has passed. Yeah, sorry for the lack of festivities, but you are in fact in a prison. I don't know what you expected. That means it's my birthday soon. Really? Are you sure we haven't missed it? It's the 30th. Not that any of you need to remember. I don't want to be a bother. I've never really celebrated my birthday before, so it's not a big deal or anything. It's gonna be weird having a birthday without Yui, though. Are you sure there's no one else we could go with today? Look, we already decided we were going to do this, even if we don't do this today, later down the line. I mean, now I'm thinking more deeply about it, it's not guaranteed a scandal will lead to any kind of success for Yui. Wow, you sure you changed your tune quickly? I think personally it's best we avoid voting to famous people for now, especially since any consequence would be publicized and ruin their career and all future job prospects. Once the press get on a famous person's case, they'll jump on them and make them public enemy number one for the rest of their lives. So who do you suggest we go with? Hello, Chiquiko. If it's really that big of a deal for Maiko, I guess we could do my sis. Are you sure about that? It's my job to make sure everyone's happy, right? It would be pretty selfish of me to only look out for my own interests here. Are you sure, Taki? I don't want to ruin your birthday. You really don't have to. I mean, I really don't want to be a bother. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm the worst. It's okay. I'm sure sis will find her way back on track. She's stubborn like that, so... Chiquiko, you are the best. You are the kindest, sweetest, most wonderful person in the whole wide world. Doing something so nice for someone as awful as me, it's so rare to meet people like you. Thank you so much. We just hope this way we can prevent any lingering tensions or hard feelings. Go ahead, Chiquiko, bottle it all up. Get ready to explode. So what, we're going with yours now? If she's so certain about it. Kid, are you sure about this? You seem pretty reluctant before. I understand that I can't look out for myself all the time. At the end of the day, group stability is vital here, so I don't want to let anything happen that would divide us. Just promise you guys won't fight about this, okay? I don't want any fighting. Well, Sajiko Chiyama it is. Let's have a look at her level 1 consequence. The monitor switched on once again. What? Evicted? I've been in this apartment since I was born. This is bullshit. Verify is coming into effect immediately. Plus, collect your things within the next hour and leave the building. Where the hell am I meant to go? I can't afford to rent anywhere else. That's not a concern. This is diabolical. This cannot be legal. How am I gonna get all my stuff out there anywhere? Where's Taki gonna... Please suggest to collect your things before we call security. You parasites. Goddamn. Looked over at Takiko. She was still smiling and trying to reassure everyone she was fine to do this for all of us. But there was a strange look in her eyes. It was clear her resolve was faltering. And the extenuation of her rental sister attitude only proved she was trying to bury her real feelings deep down. Takiko, I'm so sorry. Are you going to be okay? You think? The silence filled the room for a moment. Takiko looked down at the ground before looking up. Of course. Taki, you don't have to lie to us. We're all adults. We don't need to be babied. I'm fine, really. It was going to happen eventually. I think I just freaked out because I didn't know it would be so soon. But now she could find another apartment. If she pushes her pride away enough to use my money, then she can get a way nicer one. This might even do her a favor. Make her realize it's okay to get help from others. Yeah. You're really okay with this? If it means no one else has to be upset, then I'm fine with it. Shit, kid, if you insist, but... I'm all okay, don't worry about silly old me. Jackie, this is my fault, I'm sorry, I really didn't want to be a bother like this. Shut up, Maiko. How many times are you gonna apologize? You apologizing actually makes it worse. Hey, were you serious about it being your birthday soon? Yeah, but I don't deserve a birthday anymore, so don't even worry about it. Come on, don't be silly. Everyone deserves a birthday, don't they? What do you say we have a birthday party for you tomorrow? A birthday party for me? Never had a birthday party before, uh-oh. All the more reason to do it. We've got to make up for all the birthdays you've missed. Geez, I don't want to make all of you make such a fuss over me. I don't want to be a bother. Besides, the party could be dangerous. Correct. Well, if we're all there, no one will try anything, will they? There'd be too many witnesses. Besides, I think we need this. Everyone's been so tense with each other. Maybe this will help ease things up. Stop people from thinking about doing anything dumb. It could help. I think everyone would like a chance to relax after everything. Besides, it wouldn't be a birthday party. It's not like a rave or anything. We're not going to do anything crazy. You've clearly never been to one of my birthday parties. Yes. It wouldn't even take away from your work that much. Just one night. You could use a break too. Fine, but only if everyone is in attendance and we search people before entering. Aye, Captain. Nothing but the best for Maiko's birthday bash. Guys, I'm going to cry. Why are you all so nice to me? I love you all so much. It's just a birthday party, silly. We do it for any of our friends. So we're all in agreement. Party tomorrow night? Only on one condition. No alcohol. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to blow it off then. What? But it's my birthday. Yeah, but like, I don't really give much a shit. It's so true. I don't really give much of a shit about you. No offense. Like, if there's nothing to drink, what's the point? The last thing we need when tensions are rising is everyone getting drunk and making poor decisions. Relax, I'm on the pill. That's not what I meant. Well, drinking would be a bad idea, but if we don't have any alcohol, I don't think everyone's gonna come. Which would also be dangerous. Oh, so no party? That's okay, I don't need one anyway. Can't miss something I've never had. Even if the present, the cake, and the people hanging out with me would be really, really cool. I don't know if Maiko's doing this on purpose or she's just really manipulative or something. Like, pick what do you want, lady? Jeez. I could help regulate what people are drinking. I don't drink, so I could impose a drink limit on everyone. Oh, that's the solution. I'm sure he won't be the only one not drinking either, so we'll make sure no one gets too out of whack. There you go. I just really think this could be good for everyone. Fine, just be careful. Fuck yeah, finally something good in this shit-ass prison. I'm really getting a birthday party? This is the best day ever. You guys should stop being so kind to me. I'll get way too used to it. Alrighty, I'll begin preparations right away. Don't forget your gifts tomorrow. It is Maiko's birthday. What gifts? Jeez, you guys, you don't have to give me anything. Just having people as nice as you around is enough of a gift for me. Nonsense, it's not a birthday without presents. Takiko smiled and walked out of the room, presumably to get started on preparations. Everyone was so stuffed up by the idea of a party that they had almost immediately forgot about what had happened to her hostage. Yeah, god damn it. I was admittedly concerned about how she was doing, and I wasn't the only one. I'm just going to go check on her. I know she's probably okay, I just want to make sure. I'll come with you. I don't want to overwhelm her or make it a big deal or anything, but if you really wanna, I insist, even if you know they can bounce back, those hostage consequences can hit you pretty hard. Shin. I'm sure she's fine, I just want to make sure. Alright, come on then. Alright, I trust you, I'll see you later. I just realized that Jakul and Asmini here aren't exactly that funny with they're not really bantering with each other like in the original games where we actually see their chemistry. Here it's like, whatever, I guess. I smiled as I and Asuga left the room, tried to catch up with Takiko in the hallway. I kinda missed their dynamic, I kinda missed their friendship better and all that stuff, because they really did it pretty well in the original game. But we both seemed to pause as we saw her, looking at a random wall, talking to herself.
Yep.
No, don't worry, I'll be completely fine. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices in life. Sachi's strong, just like me. She'll pull through, mark my words. And it's okay to cry over them, but you've got to keep moving, no matter what. Life continues to march relentlessly on, and all you can do is pick up an instrument and join the parade. True. And don't you worry, in due time I'll make them all pay. Just kidding. Jeez, I couldn't do that to anyone here. But you believed me for a moment, didn't you? You guys are the worst.
Huh?
Taki? Eek. She flicked around to see us, taking a moment to gain her composure. Oh, it's just you guys. Phew, you scared me there. Who were you talking to? Oh, you heard that? I've been talking to the others whenever I get some alone time. I figured they want to know I was alright after that. The audience? Taki, don't waste your energy on them. They're only tuning in to see you get hurt. Even if they are, there must be a few good apples in the bunch. How else am I meant to keep up my talent? Posting messages on social media every day, little things that would brighten people's days. Knowing I was helping like that was what gave me the resolve to keep going. I know I could do it for the people in this prison, and don't get me wrong, I've been trying to do that, but it's comforting to me to know I'm helping as many people as possible. So even if there's only a handful of people watching the audience who I make smile, I want to do it for them. I don't really know why you'd bother with that. They don't deserve that. Yeah, in the first place, why would any decent, good person be watching a stream of prison people killing each other? I want to believe they're well-intentioned, and hey, maybe being nice to them could convince them that ultimates aren't all that bad. I know she's not naive. Chucky. I know, it's bad, but it's how I get my strength. So when things get tough, when I feel weak, it's all I can think to do. It really makes this whole situation a lot more bearable, you know? What if it makes you happier? I'm not gonna stop you. I just don't want you getting too carried away. Their approval isn't the end-all be-all. I know. Alright, did you two need something? We were just going to make sure if you're okay after... Shush, it's okay, really. I don't mind. It was bound to happen eventually, and I can hold my own. I just felt guilty if I got anyone else to run after me and make a fuss over me when they're already probably feeling the pressure. So really, I'll handle it. You just focus on yourself, alright? I realized even if we pushed, Takiko wouldn't take our help. And Asuka probably realized the same, but they were smart enough to find a potential way around it. I know you can handle it. You're not a kid or anything. I was really just wondering if you needed help setting up for Maiko's party. Oh, that would be great, Sugi. I've got a lot of ideas for it, but to make them a reality, another pair of hands would help out. Together we'll make it a party she'll never forget. I can't believe she's never had one before. Wait, she's never had one before, but she had a party with Yui? Whatever. Wait, what? Alright, we've got to make up for all the ones she's missed. Is there anything I could do to help? Nothing is popping to mind, but I really appreciate the offer. I'm sure if something pops up, I'll let you know. But don't worry, Shinko. You just focus on keeping Maiko away from the preparations. Gotta surprise her somehow. Well, it's not really a surprise anymore because it's expected tomorrow. Alright, I'll leave you to do it. Just if you need anything at all, don't be afraid to let me know. Will do. Ooh, maybe after this, we could host a murder mystery party. Oh, not the appropriate time, and could write a plot. That could be fun. Maybe. I don't trust these people to stay in character long enough to host a murder mystery party. So I figured Asuga would have a better chance of supporting Takiko. The two of them were closer. I hope they have... Oh, yeah, I can't read. It's too fast. So I settled back into my room. And sometime one of my hands, maybe I could try doing something. Let's see, who do we talk to? Can I talk to Ismini or Dracul again? Where is it? Is anybody here? Nope. Let's see. Ismini, where are you? Or Dracul? Which one are you two? That's Maiko, I think. Maiko. That's Linnaeus. And this spot is a nobody. Oh, god damn it. Boom, boom. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Choich. Wait, what? Is that its meaning? Enjoying look at the marble statue there, it's me. Not particularly, it's just generic design. There's no clear intricacies or originality. It's a shame. It always pains me to know that with the advent of modern technology to make sculpting easier, we lose the masterful craftsmanship that made ancient statues so stunning. You're quite passionate about statues, huh? Of course, they've always captivated me. They captivated the ancient Greeks too. Have you ever heard of the story of Pygmalion? I think that's how it's pronounced, I don't know. Right, I think he sculpted a wife. Yeah, and then it was brought to life. Very good, I'm surprised you know. But I suppose it's a story that is referenced in a wide range of modern media. Yep, I think it's the first ever golem, you know? Yeah, and that's what my Fair Lady is based on now. Indeed, but I believe they muddled the message a bit. Some believe that the myth teaches us that love can transcend the limits of creation, but I disagree. At the end of the day, Pygmalion created Galatea to have a woman who would not speak back to him, a woman who he could impose his own thoughts and desires onto, a woman with no will of her own. She did not choose to love him. Aphrodite brings her to life, granting her a voice, a life of her own. All the things Pygmalion didn't wish for her to have. His creation takes on a life of its own, no longer able to be controlled. Pygmalion never loved Galatea. He created her solely to fulfill his lust. Even when she came to life, he still only treasured her for how she could satisfy said lust. Even with the right opportunity, many will discard the chance to love truly in favor of serving their own personal desires. Shows how wicked some people truly are. And the romanticization of such a tale shows how easy it is for shameful behaviors to be excused when it appears to be artistic and beautiful. Yep, welcome to the toxic world of shoujo. I wonder sometimes if some people's crimes will be redeemed solely because there's something captivating, beautiful, or easy to glorify within them. Have you checked the prison sentences in women's prisons? But I've been prattling on for quite some time. Would you perhaps to talk now instead? Yeah. Should I go for Dracul or Ismini? I'm gonna go for Ismini. I'm already here anyway. Yeah, although I don't think I'll have anything that interesting to contribute. I'm sure you will. Don't underestimate yourself. I still found it a little difficult to spend time with Ismini, but I wanted to try anyway. I figured if I kept talking to her, then I could slowly convince her to embrace her desire to connect with others without being so harsh to the corrupt prisoners. Although any conversation we had about how she was treating them was never all that productive, so maybe there was another way in. Hey, is that book you're always carrying around you in your purse? What is it? Oh, it's a copy of the, I can't pronounce it, Bakshai, Baccario, my favorite Greek tragedy. It looks so bulky to be just one play. Were there plays that long? Well, no, it also includes multiple translations, commentaries, and all sorts. Most modern releases of ancient texts do. What's it about? It must be pretty interesting if you feel the need to carry it around everywhere. It tells the story of a young king called Pentheus, who disavows the new god Dionysus and refuses to pour him libations, I don't know, despite them technically being cousins. It details how Dionysus disguises himself as a priest and enters Pentheus' kingdom, slowly causing mania throughout it as all the women of the kingdom become maenads, I don't know, and leave their children to go hunting in the mountains. The disguised Dionysus gets Pentheus fascinated by these maenads, eventually manipulating him to dress up as a woman and go up to the mountain to spy on them, alright? Where he's promptly torn to pieces by the maenads as punishment for disrespecting Dionysus. Wow! That's pretty morbid. Oh, but it's just fascinating, Shinka. From the twisted allusions to Greek comedy conventions to the language, I could say so much on all of it. It's easy to see it as a fairly simple story warning one against disrespecting the gods, but it's far more than that. The divine punishment Pentheus experiences can be examined from multiple different angles, alright? While yes, Pentheus' actions appear to be a direct result of his actions, he's not as unreasonable as one might initially imagine. How so? I'm curious now. He's a new king attempting to establish himself and his authority at a very young age. He's under quite a bit of pressure. And within his few first weeks of ruling this kingdom, all of the women suddenly fled to the mountains, leaving their babies starving and the kingdom in disarray. He has more than enough reason to be scared of Dionysus and his worshippers. And when he's shown what backchick worship is really like, he appears fascinated, like a child who's been given a new toy. He wants to understand it. He just needed someone to explain it to him. And even if he did do wrong, the punishment does seem a little excessive. Precisely, and even members of the royal family who worship Dionysus accordingly, like his mother Agave, or the kingdom's father Cadmus, were punished severely. The latter being turned into a snake, the former being the one who tears her son apart bit by bit in her delirium as he begs for her to recognize her. Whoa. Wow, now that's very excessive. Even the characters within the play point out the punishment doesn't appear to match the crime, that it's unfair. Yeah, what the hell. It almost makes you wonder if it's a veiled critique of traditional religion and how gods are represented in myths. Are you sure they thought so deeply about those things back then? Of course, even further back you have Xenophanes saying bolder things such as questioning if the gods really exist. That contemporary understanding of the gods is anthropomorphized as flawed. He argued that if horses were to have gods, they would resemble horses. He didn't get in trouble for saying people were just projecting their own flaws onto the gods. Of course not, some philosophers got executed on paper for blasphemy, but most of the time it was for something unrelated. It was just easier to say it was for blasphemy than to have court cases around complex political goings-on. It's why some playwrights and authors decided to make the critiques more veiled. If we go forward to the Romans, you have Virgil writing the Aeneid, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a propaganda piece for Augustus, but subtly sneaking in critiques of his regime within the narrative. You can learn a lot about what society was really thinking from classical texts and stories and gain quite a bit of nuanced insight into ancient societal customs. For example, in the Bacchae part of the reason, Pentheus assumes Dionysus is illegitimate and not his cousin is because he believes Dionysus' mother only claimed to sleep with Zeus to conceal an affair and was struck down for that lie. Through that, we can infer that in ancient Greek society, if a woman had an affair and got pregnant, there were likely a few cases where they lied and said the father was a god, as to not be completely disgraced. Sort of puts into perspective where there's so many stories about demigods now. Yep. It explains why Zeus has so many myths about affairs as well. Suppose if we're going to lie, you might as well say it was the king of the gods who got you pregnant. And it's little inferences and connections like that which makes me enjoy classics so much. And even the most fantastical myths and stories, you can find deeply human aspects imbued in the little details of the text. I never really thought of it like that, but that makes sense. You can learn a lot about humans from what they write. Exactly, through these myths, we can feel more closely connected to ancient society and our ancestors. Even if classics is a dying subject taken by less and less people each year, I feel it's deeply important for people to study. I can see why you're so passionate about it. It's really nice to see someone so openly passionate about their talent, honestly. Of course you understand you're an academic in your own right. It's nice to talk to someone who finds these things equally as valuable. If you find it so interesting, I could always share another myth. Please do. While I didn't make much progress on talking to Smini about her crime and her attitude towards it. But there was something nice about hearing her talk so passionately about these myths. It was engrossing. Oh fuck. There were favors, right? Yeah, next video I should probably look around for people that may or may not have favors. I'd heard people call her a Nepo baby, but she clearly knew what she was talking about with her talent. Shut up, motorcycle. And perhaps through the myths and stories she was telling me, I could learn something not just about ancient society, but also about its meaning. Okay, living in Alexandria. Now what? The evening passed fairly quickly and uneventfully. I'd had dinner and showered. I was just walking back to my cell when I ran into certain someone. Is it the janitor again?
Shinku!
Hey, where are you headed?
Drag.
Nice to see you. I'm headed back to my cell. I think I'm gonna have an early night. Really? This is an early night? You have been struggling to sleep or something? I guess you could say that. I had some nightmares that kept me awake last night. Nightmares? Really? Man, I had no idea. Don't worry, Shin. They're not real. They can't hurt you. And if they do, I totally beat them up for you. Yeah, well, anyways, I hope tonight is better for you. Maybe try asking Mitt if he can give you something to help you sleep. I tried that last night and things got weird. Don't tell me Zeke got him to grow weed. No, nothing like that. It seemed to be perfectly normal tea, but... Okay, I need you to promise to bear with me here. I might just have imagined this. Sure? I had the tea, left the room, and then on my way back, I ran into some ginger guy. Shin, come on, that's not cool. I know she's tall, but is this definitely a girl? No, this was definitely a guy, and definitely not a Smini. Huh. He started saying all this stuff about how we're all... cogs in the machine. Something about how I need to watch my step. Weird. Not that I'm invalidating your experiences or anything, but are you sure that he had nothing to do with it? Pretty sure. It seemed fairly real to me. Weirdest part was I woke up with an ice pack, painkillers and all sorts after he knocked me out. It's like he felt bad or something. Hold up, he knocked you out? Or, oh, should I have started with that? Who is this guy? I just want to have a few words. I don't know, he just showed up out of nowhere. Wasn't anyone I recognized. Maybe it has something to do with how this place is run. But it seems to like ultimates, which is strange if this place is run by anti-ultimators. Maybe he works for the warden. It's pretty strange. Wait, if we're able to catch that guy again, we could probably question him about this place. Get a better idea about what's going on. Yeah, but I don't know how we're going to see him again. I only bumped into him by accident. It was pretty late. I don't think they thought anyone would be up. Got it. I'm gonna be on watch all night. I'll catch this guy if it's the last thing I'll do. No way, you can't possibly pull an all-nighter for something like this. You underestimate the power of caffeine and raw determination. If you're going to do this, at least let me join you. Nope, you already have a rough night yesterday. There's no way I'm letting you stay up tonight as well. Come on, you don't want to do this alone. And you don't want to miss out on your beauty sleep. You were just about to crash for the night. You must be tired. I can get someone else to help, so don't worry about it. Worry about getting some shut-eye. You can't jump into a boss fight without having taken a rest first. Alright. But only if you go with someone else. I don't want anyone taking advantage of you being alone at night. You bet. I'll get together the strongest party around. That mysterious guy won't know what hit him. And I'll knock first thing on your door so you'll know I'm okay. Deal? Deal, just be careful. I don't want you getting hurt. I've got to be in top form for Mellow's birthday tomorrow. Now rest well. You could use some sleep. Night, Drake. Good luck on your quest. Dracul smiled at me and waved me off. I hope he'd be okay patrolling at night. At least he'd have other people with him. If we could just find out who that person was, it could give us some incredibly useful answers. I just had to trust Dracul knew what he was doing. I settled into bed and closed my eyes, waiting to be awoken the next morning by his knocking. Okay, cool. So this is a perfect place to end it here. So this is Danganronpa Antebellum. If you want to try to get for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourself. So pretty great so far. Things are getting tenser and tenser, but the thing that made me like question is didn't Maiko already mention that she had birthdays with Yui, and now she's like, I never had a birthday before, so, and the other guy's like, is she gaslighting me or something? Is she is she being manipulative on purpose or something? Is she lying in front of my face? Huh.